Hello fellow airplane collectors, welcome back to another video. It's your host Ray. Today I've got the American Airlines Boeing 767-300ER in 1 to 400 scale made by Gemini Jets. This is the second model I received from my Cyber Monday haul. I got 3 models. The first one was posted previously on my channel, so if you want to go see that, go check that out. But yeah, the focus is on this one. So back to the video. I believe the 767s are on their way out from American Airlines fleet. They retired them sometime in the late 2020, I believe it was, which I believe was a direct result from the coronavirus pandemic, as well as these things getting old. So it's unfortunate to see, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's get right into the review. So you've got the front of the box. You've got your computer-generated image. Your Gemini Jets logo, their quote, which doesn't exactly apply to some of their models, the American Airlines logo, as well as the title, as well as the cool logo. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Yeah, that's nice. You got, you got the bottom of the box, the side, the right side, top of the box, and your left side. Here's the back. I was kind of caught a little bit by surprise because I'm kind of used to this line here curving and ending at the top of the box rather than just going straight across. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. It's not a complaint. I honestly don't care for the back of the box anyway. But yeah, here's the airplane sort of climbing, gaining altitude, all of their guarantees, which may sometimes apply to some of their models and sometimes doesn't apply. All the legal information, their social media, and yeah. So here's the inside of the box. There's the model. Looks really cool. And here's where you see the information. Now, feel free to... Here, I'll try and zoom in on that. Or no, I can't zoom in on that. But yeah, if you want to pause and read the information, go for it. But I'm going to continue with the review. And if it's too hard for you to see, screenshot it on your phone and then zoom in on it in your camera roll. That's what I do. But yeah, let's stop talking and I'll get the model. I'm also a little bit antsy about the mold here. Since the first 767 that I received, it was a United 767 in the new livery. The mold was the mold was horrible. They messed up the winglets, the landing gear was bent, and it wasn't pretty. But I've got a good feeling about this one. Here's the model. Wow. Alright, I'll put this on my desk. And here is the model. I'll give you guys a quick 360 of it before I go into an in-depth review. So the model looks pretty good at first glance. There is a few issues I'd like to point out. The wheels are a little stiff to begin with. They do roll still, but they are a little bit stiff. I believe it's the front nose wheel that's being annoying. Yeah, it has to, and over just the undercarriage in general, it's just being a little stiff. I understand that these are not toys to play with, obviously, so the rolling wheels aren't exactly even necessary, but it's just something I'd like to point out since they do guarantee rolling rubber tires. So, yeah. Another thing that I did notice, I'll try and zoom in on this as much as I can for you. The model appears to be tilted a little bit to your right side from looking at it right now. And I just noticed something else too. The tail appears to be tilted to the right, as well as the stabilizers here. Those also appear to be tilted to the right. The wings look okay. I think they are a little tilted to the right, as well as the align. I think the whole model is just tilted to the right. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But yeah, this is out of line. So is the print marks here, and so is this little dome here. I can forgive this one. It's fine. But yeah, the hole in this one is a little out of line as well. Just want to point that out. It's not something I'd complain about, because at first glance the model looks fine. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal in my book. Here's a lower view of the airplane so you guys can get an idea of the wing flex. You can definitely see how it is sort of leaning to the right, if you will. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I'll show you guys the back of the aircraft too. Now from the back, now it looks like it's leaning to your left, and I'm not sure how I'm supposed to align it since the tail is off balance. Let's see. This one might have fallen apart and they might have glued it back together, so that's why. I'm not sure though. But yeah. Now let's get into the in-depth review. Starting up with the cockpit in the front of the airplane, the nose looks good. Your cockpit windows, those look fine. You can see it's very sparkly and reflective. I don't like that too much since the real American livery isn't that way, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal either. So yeah, you got your door, huge American title. The N at the end of the American logo here goes almost to the seam. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Sorry about that. Goes to the seam of the wing, which it bugs me a little bit, but at the same time, I know I've said this 5,000 times, it's not that big of a deal as long as the logo doesn't physically touch the seam. So I am satisfied with that. Let's see, you've got a very, very tiny, I believe that's a One World logo, as well as a few other door details there. Up at the cockpit here, you've got your windshield wipers, the nose cone. Now starting up at the wing. The wing looks fine. There's no issues with it, no paint chips or anything. Just this part of the molding, well, not the molding, but the prints, I guess, or the painting, they actually did it decently on this model. The other two 767s that I own, which is the United and the Delta one, the United one being in the new livery, those don't look as great. You could see a picture of both of those on your screen right now. So, yeah. Moving on, there's the engine. The outer part of the engine looks fine. If you think your eyes are playing tricks on you, they are. It looks fine, but I've determined that it is the exhaust here that is actually at the incorrect pitch. It's pitching a little bit upwards instead of going straight, or that's either my eyes being stupid with me and playing the optical illusion that way because the pylon is connected directly to the top. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. Oh jeez, I almost forgot to show you the side of the wing. Here's the whole wing itself. If the camera would focus, looks good. You've got all your details, indentations, and whatnot. Now the winglet. I've had a chance to analyze this while the video was paused, and I have to say I am very pleased. This is easily the best winglet I have seen on a 767 model from Gemini Jets, at least. So that's pretty nice from the ones I own, at least. The only issue with this is that the light is all the way down here when it should be somewhere up here. Jesus, I almost break the model. Alright, so there's the back of the airplane. And here's the tail. Looks pretty good. Colors look fine to me. And I'd like to discuss the color of the airplane at the end of the video too, or once I'm finished with the in-depth review. Oh geez, there's quite a few sizable gaps here in on the vertical stabilizers, so that's weird. I believe that's what it's called, the vertical stabilizer. It might be the horizontal, I'm not sure. There's your APU, nothing special there. It's just painted on, I guess. And is that a stain or what is that? Might be details or stains. I can't tell the difference. Yeah. Other side of the airplane is basically the same. The winglet looks good on this side too. There it is. Wow, that one's actually a little bit better than the other one. So that's cool. I like it. Here's the top of the airplane. You've got your antennas, the Wi-Fi domes, which we saw earlier that were imbalanced. I might just rip them off with my knife and glue them on. Just kidding. No, that's a horrendous idea unless you know what you're doing. Yeah. There's the rest of the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Forgot to show you guys, those of you who are nitpicky with the fans, the engines like me, that's what the insides look like. So yeah, they look pretty good. Here's a top-down view of the bottom of the aircraft. Got quite a few details here and there. Nothing too special. Looks good so far. Everything is attached and there's no issues. Here's a top shot. One thing I'd like to point out, if you're considering buying this model, is that the landing gear here, this has appeared on other American 767s as well by Gemini Jets from this same batch of releases. the wheels are a little bit insecure there. Like if you see that gap right there, the wheel could fall out easily and it would be really hard to repair without breaking the model. I just want to point that out. If you're careful with it, then you should be fine. If yours arrives broken, ooh, that would not be good because that's a tough part to fix. But I just want to point that out. There's a small risk of that. Alright, so that's the end of the in-depth review. So now let's talk about the little controversy, I guess, regarding the color of the model. A few aviation enthusiasts, model airplane collectors, one that I'd like to note the most, Red River Aviation, he has complained about the color of the airplane, well, the gray color here. And I gotta agree with him. It's a little too dark, it doesn't look right, but honestly, it looks cool to me, so it works for me. I'm not too nitpicky with that, or I really don't pay too much attention to that either. Unless it's too extreme, and on this one it's a little extreme, but I'll let it pass. So that's what I wanted to point out. So yeah, that's the end of the in-depth review. I'm going to do the gate test now to see how the model fits on a Gemini Jet's gate. So here's what I meant by the gate test. This is what it looks like on the Gemini Jet's gate. I do this for those of you who own model airports and are considering buying gates. This is what it looks like, so yeah, it fits pretty well, pretty snug, and yeah, and you can also see my other two 767s. There's the United one, there's the Delta one. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I know I took a little bit longer on this video. I usually don't take this long. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. I do have a few other model airplane reviews on the channel, so if you want to check those out, feel free to do so. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.